right, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I'm your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, this is an expansion or an update on a report I did about a week ago about Obama and his secret war room. He and Valerie Jarrett had moved into a mansion about 5 miles from the White House after they left office, and they were doing this just to sabotage Trump's presidency. This is a little more information. Look up the old article, or look up my old report, but this is more information on exactly what they were doing when they left office. This is 3 years ago. This is February of 2017, okay? Obama has trained tens of thousands of radicals at Alinsky camps to sabotage Trump. Again, this is more information. Obama is a trained Marxist, people, in case you guys don't know that. If you don't, you should look up his past. A lot of people never bothered to look up to see where he came from, or his true identity for that matter. Here's a little more information, another layer to the story. Barack Obama taught the principles of Saul Alinsky while in Chicago. There is even a photo of Obama, the community organizer, teaching Alinsky to a classroom of students. The heading of the top reads, Power Analysis. Here's power analysis. The subheading reads, Relationships built on self-interest. That's us here. The symbol on the arrow between corp and mayor is the $sign. That's what he's talking about right here. Saul Alinsky came up with the idea of power analysis, which looks at relationships built on self-interest between corporations, banks, and utilities. Obama taught students in Chicago the Alinsky principles. Now Obama's Organizing for Action is teaching thousands of leftists in Alinsky tactics. This is what we're experiencing now, people. These are Obama's activists. Again, this is 3.5 years ago. I'm going to show you a short clip of Paul Sperry talking about this. It's what's shaping up to be a highly unusual post-presidency. Obama isn't just staying behind in Washington. He's working behind the scenes to set up what will effectively be a shadow government, not only to protect his threatened legacy, but to sabotage the incoming administration and its popular America First agenda. He's doing it through a network of leftist nonprofits led by Organizing for Action. Normally, you'd expect an organization set up to support a politician and his agenda to close up shop after the candidate leaves office. But not Obama's OFA. Rather, it's gearing up for battle with a growing war chest and more than 250 offices across the country. This is what Trump has been experiencing throughout his presidency. So far, he's been successful. He's defeated this. Since Donald Trump's election, this little-known but well-funded protesting arm has beefed up staff and ramped up recruitment of young liberal activists, declaring on his website, We're not backing down. Determined to salvage Obama's legacy, it's drawing battle lines on immigration, Obamacare, race relations, and climate change. Okay, I'm going to show Paul Sperry explaining the rest of this. He does a great job.
Now, Paul Sperry, New York Post columnist, author of The Great American Bank Robbery, and he is writing on what is the resistance, the shadow government being formed by Barack Obama.
Again, this is 3.5 years ago.
Thank you very much, and my congratulations on outstanding reporting. I wonder to what degree the national liberal media will even pay an ounce of attention. Will they have the courage, the principle, to report on the things that you and I are talking about here tonight?
Well, of course not. I mean, you got a Obama-friendly media, and they're going to try and cover this up and keep it on the QT as long as they can, so that Obama can get this, like I was calling it in the column, a shadow government, build this up. I don't think Republicans know what they're up against here. He's quietly building this shadow opposition government to sabotage Trump and Republicans as well in their policies, while at the same time saving his own legacy. And he's doing all this through a radical Alinsky group that he founded called Organizing for Action, OFA.
Right.
And they've got an army of agitators, and they are going to, they're fanning out. They're going to hit Republicans even harder next week when they go home for recess back to their home districts.
Right. And we're watching some of that unfold in the congressional town hall meetings, some of it being styled as Republicans and conservatives rising up against their Republican or conservative representatives, which is utter nonsense, as we both know. How serious do you believe this is? We're talking about, as you suggest in the column, something north of 30,000 people in OFA, and they didn't even tip their hat. It could have been Organizing for America, but it had to be for action. Where is this headed?
Right. Well, they took it out of the Obama campaign in 2012. It was part of that campaign, and they turned it into a 501c4 so they don't have to show their donors. And what they're doing, so basically starts at a training center, and they put these aren't like the rabble from Occupy Wall Street or even Black Lives Matter. These are professionally trained agitators. They're schooled in Alinsky's Rules for Radicals tactics at a program that lasts 6 weeks. And that's about 32,000 who've gone through that, over 32,000. They've got another 25,000 who are under training now, and they've got another big training summit coming up in March. And we haven't seen the worst of these protests. These are really going to hit hard. But Obama's the guy who's behind all this. He's the mastermind. If you look at his website, down in the little print, his new website, post-presidency, little agate type down there, 2 organizations listed. One is, I don't know if you can see this, OFA, Organizing for Action. The other is the Obama Foundation. And eventually, he wants to merge them. And if they can get the DNC, which Obama wants to get his guy Tom Perez, this radical civil rights chief he had, in the helm at the DNC, you get all this together, and then they get the proprietary database of the voters from OFA, which is licensed, and they've never shared that before with the DNC. You get the email lists, millions of Obama supporters from OFA, and you get the donor lists. And once the DNC gets that, you have a superstructure, and that's going to be a formidable organizing infrastructure.
And around that organizing superstructure that will be unprecedented, you already have many, if not most of the technology, the large technology firms are already in alliance with him, as is the national left-wing media, as is the national left-wing academia, our colleges and universities, and of course the left-wing media. So it is an extraordinary development, and they mean business when it comes to obstructing and bringing down this administration. Paul, we would like you to come back as soon as you can and to continue the discussion on this, because this is the critical issue right now, I believe, facing the country.
Okay, guys, that was 3.5 years ago, and Trump has survived it. Not only that, he just may be reelected.